This reading is for the week of June 7th. I have my beautiful Visconti Sforza deck here, which I got a very long time ago from my friend Diane. And it's a beautiful deck. It's a little too large, but I love to use it because of the beautiful historical images. It's a nice gloomy gray, June gray day here. We've got our June gloom going on for the season. It's going to be like this till July, but it's kind of nice. It protects us from too much heat, even though it makes me a little lazy. But here I am, and I'm picking cards for the week ahead from June 7th onwards. And I should say that there is sleeping in my bedroom a cat. Got myself a little cat, Philomena. Her mother was having a hard time taking care of her with some health issues. And so I had stepped up and volunteered to be her new mommy. So I don't know if you'll see her this week. She still is getting used to my apartment. But hopefully in future I can introduce you to the beautiful 12-year-old Philomena. She's a tabby. She's got really cool markings, especially on her tail. I also wanted to do a quick show and tell. I had a really nice day yesterday working on my rose beads. So really very lovely to be covered in rose oil and rose petals and rose water. And this is the result. They smell amazing. They're true to their rose petal powdered color. I was planning to turn them black with my cast iron pot, and I bought it vintage, used. It was kind of a really cute, witchy little pot for this project, but I think maybe long ago someone had seasoned it because the chemical process where they turn black from the cast iron, it didn't work. So they are a natural mauve, but I like the color. I think it's kind of soft and they smell incredible. So these are sold. They're drying. They should be ready to ship in a few days. But I can always make one more batch. Just note that they're not going to be black this time because that's the pot I have to use. And yeah, that's one minor detail. And I'll adjust the listing so it says that they're not black. The first time I made them, they were black years ago, but I used a different pot. So anyway, I'm really proud of them. I think they are very beautiful and ready to thread. Okay, so um, I am going to do a Celtic tree spread today for the week ahead, starting from June 7th. So the first card we got is the Eight of Coins. So working on something. It could be a literal job. It could be working on your financial life, your material life in some way, building something, working hard at something. One of the other versions of this card shows a guy hammering away at his craft, kind of like me making the rose beads, just working on something that will improve his life in some way and hopefully the lives of others as well in the material realm. So the Eight of Coins. And the eight also has to do with the self. So building something materially for the self. All right. And then crossing that, we have this really sweet Page of Cups. Can you see the cup in his hand? It's kind of very lightly drawn on these cards, but it's kind of something I like about it. It's beautiful. It's like a Florentine background. But yeah, so this is the Page of Cups, and he's suggesting a new emotion, a new feeling, something from the soul coming up to talk to us in some way. Maybe something someone else suggested that really resonated and kind of created a desire for something, a soul desire, maybe a wish to change something, to add to something, to build on something. So the Page of Cups. All right. Now we have very different energy in the destiny slash lesson of the reading section. We have the Eight of Swords. And often, so it's another eight, which is interesting. But this is not a very active energy. This is actually the energy of thinking yourself into a stuck place, trapping yourself with an idea and feeling like you just can't move forward. You can't see the way out, but it's an idea. It's in your head, and very likely it's something you yourself constructed. It's something that's holding you back. And I think we've all done this. I can very much relate to this. Um, but so maybe there's a little stagnancy right now going on, and that's kind of the point of this reading. So the reading is now going to address how to get out of that. Okay. So so we have another swords, another thinking card. So this card says you really want to move away from the stuck energy. You want to get out of there. You want to get out of something you want to move away. It could also be the card of travel, but I think in light of the Eight of Swords, this is a card of get me out of here. How do I do this? Kind of planning an escape. But it's really hard when you're stuck in the Eight of Swords energy. So we have the card of daydreaming, the card of trying to review one's options. It's pretty ungrounded. It's a seven. So it's like a new reality could be shimmering on the surface. It's not really fleshed out, but you're maybe trying to see the possibilities and which ones are good for you, which ones aren't. So the Seven of Cups, it's kind of a twinkling in your eye as you're trying to figure out what the heck to do here. But then the energies change. You got the Two of Wands, and this is all the same section, the Destiny section. I usually like to pick extra cards for this section because it's so important. The Two of Wands says you're actually on a threshold, and you may not know it because you're feeling stuck, but you're on the threshold of something. Something's about to change. So then I got excited and I picked two more cards, and you got the Judgment card. And I was thinking about this card. So, in one of my favorite versions of the Six of Swords in the Robert Place deck, it shows two people in a boat and they're moving in a direction and the winds are blowing them forward. So it's like you're being helped by outside influences. And then here come these two archangels and they're waking these people up from their graves. They're about to start a new something, a new life, a new adventure. Clearly, it's a big one. Um, but so it's kind of that idea like where the winds will be at your back soon now. This is a card of divine timing. You're being called, and the universe is calling you. They're going to work with you. So, you're going to take a journey like those people in the boat, but it's like the winds will be at your back now. There's a change, there's a shift. So just know that. If nothing else, just know that's coming. And then as another confirmation, and this is my last card for the destiny position, we have the fast moving arrows hitting their target mark of the Eight of Wands. So there's a lot about the self here, and there's a lot of development, and there's a lot of change, and there's like a whole process going on with the self with these three cards of self in different modalities: coins, swords, and wands, which is like your passion, your desire, your inspiration, acting on your inspiration, and then you hit your mark. This is the very opposite of the Eight of Swords. So there's a real shift here. Okay, so this is lovely energy. And then I'm going to pick for your recent past. And we got the Hanged Man. So this is you, and you were waiting. You were waiting to receive a download. You were waiting for perspective. You were waiting to decide what the heck to do, and biding your time. So this is the recent past in relation to what we were just talking about. And this is you, the Hanged Man. And then we got death. So transition was really called for, and maybe you didn't know how to make it happen, but it's really coming now. And so this is like not actual literal death, but it's maybe the death of an old way, the death of something that you decided you don't want anymore, you don't like anymore. Um, you need a new this or that. And so you will be going through transformation now. Okay. So now I'm moving on to the seventh position in the Celtic tree spread. And we have here the lovely King of Coins. And so if we wanted any king to be managing our transition while we change, it would be the King of Coins. He's great. He will keep us safe. He will keep us structured. He will regulate materially our changes as we move forward. And in the weight deck, we see him usually pictured with grapes and, nature and food. That's food, that's nourishment, it's safety, it's prosperity. So it's stability, it's security. And even just the way he has his hand on the coin is just feels very safe to me and solid. And so this is how we're meant to move forward. And this is the part of ourselves that we are meant to use to move forward. So this earth energy, it would be Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. And so using those skills and doing it safely will ensure success. So we've got this on our side, and we're being encouraged to embody this king. So there we go. That's beautiful. That's the seven. And then the Eight of Cups. This is the relationship section. We have the nine. Sorry, did I say the Eight of Cups? I meant in the eighth position, the relationship position, we have the Nine of Cups. So this is lovely. This is like a wish card. This is like lining up all your goodies and taking a little sip from each one and feeling so blessed and so happy. So this is a very beautiful card for the eighth position. This usually has to do with other people. And so that card did mention outside assistance. And so the relationship section is saying you have a lot of abundance in this area of the reading. So there may be helpers, there may be serendipities that come from other people or actual gifts, or if nothing else, very supportive, good, nurturing feelings. So relationship section, there you go. Okay, and also in the relationship section, we have the world. So the world, we've been getting a lot, and here it is. So a new change. We're moving towards a change, and it's an exciting, fresh, new start. So if you are doing some steering, then you might think about what fills your cup, as I'm always saying. How does it feel to you? What does it look like? Like this new world that you're wanting to create, that you've been hanging on the tree, thinking about for how long? Waiting, wanting. So fleshing out those details and really working with the King of Coins to make them real. Okay. And then I have the energy of the reading is the Ten of Wands. And so this is heavy. This is like bringing your burdens to close. Like maybe you were carrying something very heavy and you're going to make it to the finish line, whatever that would mean to you, the finish line. And then you're going to be able to put them down, lighten your load, move in a new direction. So that's lovely energy. And then we finish with the passionate, forward-moving Knight of Wands, bringing you towards your goal with your inspiration, your passions, your exciting ideas, whatever you're moving towards, he's carrying you forward. So this is a part of us we want to call on to help bring our ideas forward. Go bring them to the King of Coins and let him help you to make them real. And then on top of that, I pulled another card for the outcome, the Magician. And the Magician is powerful. Not only does he have all the arcane knowledge, but he's got control of all the elements and all of the cups and the coins and the wands and the swords. So he knows how to use all of them together, and that makes him very powerful and very balanced and very productive. And he gets results. And so will we if we remain balanced in such a way, emotionally, mentally, passionately, and etc. So it's a beautiful outcome. And we are being asked, we're being encouraged to keep moving forward. Don't stay stuck in your Eight of Swords. And if you do, then call on the Knight of Wands to kind of help you to get out of there and try to move forward a little bit towards your goals. So this looks like a really exciting reading. I'm excited. I'll be writing right along with all you guys this week. And it's just so interesting how we keep getting the World card. So there it is again. So I'm wishing everyone a very good week, and I will be back next week. Maybe I can even show off my new kitty if she's willing. And the rose beads will be listed in the apothecary while supplies last. So have a wonderful week, and I'll be back soon. Thanks, everybody. I'm currently booking readings for the end of June into July at this stage. All right. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.